Hi, Westlane. This is Mr. Tyler Themes here. I am the middle school math instructional coach and also am the current interim assistant principal for Westlane Middle School. And I'm here to explain to you a little bit more details about the IXL at IXL initiative we have going on for the rest of the semester, leading up to the iLearn test, which begins April 22nd. So we have less than 10 weeks, under 60 school days left to help grow all our students and help everyone get prepared for that important iLearn test. This paper that you see here is the paper that students will receive in their advisory classroom, and I just want to go over some more of the details about the IXL at IXL. So as you can see here in the directions, our hope is that all students spend at least 20 minutes for 4 nights of the week on either the IXL diagnostic or on their recommendation wall. And then every Friday we ask that students turn in this paper to their advisory teacher with 4 signatures to prove that they have worked on IXL for the designated amount of time for that week. And then you will turn that in, this practice log into your advisory teacher. And whenever you turn in, you'll be entered for a chance to win a prize on a weekly basis. And then we'll have some bigger prizes kind of throughout the course of this as we go. So it's going to be important that students turn in their paperwork throughout this process to be eligible to receive some cool prizes. Then you can also see it says here to work to a SMART score of 85, and this is what the paper looks like. So I'll go over kind of how to fill this out and some more of the details of it, but I did want to draw your attention to this math symbol. This is an important math symbol for the IXL portion. And then if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me at this email here if you have questions after viewing this video. So let me jump into what IXL looks like. So students should be familiar with how to log in to their IXL account. They just go to IXL.com. They will input their username and password information, which hopefully they know. If they don't, they can get with their math teacher. But when they log in, they'll log into their IXL account, and this is kind of what it looks like here. So they'll have the option of either going into the diagnostic or to the recommendation wall, which are both right here. So I'll start with the diagnostic and just some quick details about what the diagnostic looks like. So here's what the diagnostic looks like for the math portion. You can see it gives an overall math level, and then it breaks it up by strand as well. So this student here, my example student, has a range right now. As you work in the diagnostic more and more, it will keep narrowing down your level so you can get to like a more specific pinpointed level for where you are overall and then per strand. So for example, if you're at a 750, 700 means a 7th grade level. So if it's 750, that means you're about halfway through the 7th grade level is what that means. And so this is what it does. It narrows down your score. But then to jump into the actual diagnostic arena, what you'll do is you'll click in here and you'll answer more questions. And then what we want to make sure we do, so right now it just popped up some ELA, but since this is a math push, we want to make sure we click on this down arrow and click on the math symbol here to be working on some of the math practices. And then what you'll see here is you'll see some problems yet. If students haven't learned this, they can feel free to skip or they can give it their best guess. So I'll just go ahead and put in an answer here, and if you get it right, boom, it gives you some little feedback there to show that you got it right. And then it just pops up different questions. If you were to happen to get something wrong, it'll just say wrong. But this is again just showing IXL what you know and what you don't know to help kind of focus down and give the data some more information for what you are. So if you work on that for the first night, let's say over the weekend you work on this. On Saturday you would circle math diagnostic. So you spent 20 minutes on it and then just need a parent or adult signature for the student to prove that they worked on that. So if you work on, let's say you work on that for 2 nights, you would just circle that with a signature. Okay, and then for the other 2 nights out of the week, you will go to the recommendation wall. So if we click back here on the diagnostic, you can see that the diagnostic has some recommended skills that are already given for each of the different strands. So students can either click on that and go into their recommended skills, and I'll show you what this looks like. So these are some of the skills that are listed for this student that needs some extra practice. Again, click on this math symbol here, and it only gives you the math skills and gets rid of the ELA side, the English side of things. So any of these would work. You can see there's different indicators here for which skills students should work on. They could also just click on this recommendation wall. Either way is a good way to get to your recommendation wall. And again, these are the skills that your specific student needs either work on or extra practice on, or so any of these would be great skills to help your student learn and get better. Again, make sure you click on the math part. So you go into this try these, and you can see this is an example of what it would look like if we were drawing an array here. We would submit our answer. If we get it right, notice that the SMART score goes up. So we are asking on our directions for IXL and IXL that students work to a SMART score of at least 85. 85 is a SMART score that is defined as being proficient. If you want to work above a SMART score of 85, even better. If you work to a SMART score of 100, you should feel like you have mastered that content, that skill. When a student gets something incorrect, they can go in here and read through the explanation for what they did wrong, what they should do to get better, some notes that they can read through, and then when they got that, they can continue working on. So just to give you another example, x is less than 10. Click on 10 here. We submit it. And again, if you get it incorrect, you can read through it and to make sure that you got it. But your student will work all the way to a SMART score of 85 at least before moving on to a different skill. So that's kind of what it looks like. Again, then the parent would go ahead and write down the date. This time we worked on the recommendation wall for at least, let's say we worked on 15 minutes this night on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we worked on the recommendation wall again. Maybe this time we worked on it for another 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be exactly 20 minutes, but our hope is that over the course of 1 week, the total number of minutes add up to be about 80 minutes overall. And again, this push is just to help give all students some extra practice in math. This is in addition to their regular homework assignments. So this is something just to give some extra practice, some specific things, some targeted skills that each student need to help them grow in math and get better at math. We really like the math diagnostic because it helps us give some good recommended skills for students to work on. So we hope that this helps all of our students grow, continue to get better in preparation for the iLearn test, and just give students a little bit extra push to work on their math skills. Again, we're going to reward students on a weekly basis with prizes going through their advisory classes, and also some bigger prizes toward the end of this push. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, or you can have your teacher, your student talk to their math teacher. Either way. Thank you so much for listening.